All right, so I am back with my list. So I already did my little raffle thing. So I want to give a shout out to Blazing Bolt for being the winner. If you're watching this video, I'll be sure to like get a way to like contact you, like find a way for me to contact you, maybe like email or something like that, and maybe we can negotiate some things. That way I can give you NBA 2K24. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll give you at least a few days, because I know not everybody doesn't get on YouTube as much as most people. So I'll give you a few days. So I have you as the first person for the giveaway, and for the second one I have I can't pronounce your name, the first name, but I know the last one is like King 94. You're the guy with the Derrick Rose profile picture. So just in case, like, if Arb King doesn't respond, then I'll just have King 91 as the second person to be part of the giveaway, I guess. But yeah, I will be finishing up this list very soon, and will be doing my number one spot, and I will also do a poll for the for not only the giveaway, but I know a few of my followers that follow me on YouTube message me on Instagram saying if I would like to do a Madden giveaway. So that's really up to you guys. I know most of my audience is basketball, so I'll do those two. I'll do that poll, and if Madden somehow wins, I'll try and put that into the poll with the other two giveaways, depending on if Madden wins. So, moving on to number 2, I have none other than Boogie Cousins. So let's just go straight forward with this. Boogie is one of the most absolute dominant centers throughout the 2010s decade, no doubt about it. You know what I mean, he was real great as far as dominating the game, but he just really couldn't get his team over the hump, primarily because he was part of the Sacramento Kings. Now, granted, he had some, I don't want to say he had a good amount of help. He had a decent amount of help as far as Rajon Rondo and who's that other guy who was so nice that one season? Tyreek Evans. I think that's his name, right? You know, one of the best centers in our generation, pretty much after Dwight Howard dwindled out of his superstar status. You know, I think if you would ask most people who would be the number one spot as far as their 2010s decade, they would say that DeMarcus Cousins, without a doubt. Now, I personally think because of how many wins, he didn't get that many wins on the Kings. Matter of fact, he didn't get any awards when he was on the Kings. No MVP awards, no Defensive Player awards, no MVP awards. So, you know what I mean? But he was a great center throughout most of that 2010s decade. But we all know, unfortunately, that as soon as he went to New Orleans, well, not as soon, because he was good for a good amount of time when he teamed up with AD, but it was only for a short amount of time before he tore his is it ACL or MCL? I think it was during that game against the. Oh man, what game was it? I wanna say was it Portland? I don't know. It was some team I can't remember, but a tremendous big man without a doubt, who can I mean, you can argue. I mean, he's not athletic as Dwight Howard, or as who's another athletic big that I can say? Another athletic big like Dwight Howard and DeAndre Jordan in his Clipper days, you know. But he was like always that guy to really feed the ball and really put points up on the board as far as like posting and going into the paint and stuff like that. So he was really one of the best. I think another thing that makes him so good at what he did back in the day was how good he was as far as I wouldn't say I would say like shooting the ball and definitely rebounding, because not that many bigs were rebounding as much as DeMarcus Cousins. I think that's what makes him such a very good player back then, you know. So going on to his accolades and his stats, overall throughout the 2010s decade, he's averaged around 21 points a game, 11 total rebounds, 3 assists a game, efficiency field goal at 48%, and field goal percent at 46. So he was definitely a lot better as far as shooting from the perimeter. It doesn't have to be from the post specifically. That's what makes him so tremendous, as he was, at least in my eyes, he was one of the best that I could see him shooting from outside of the perimeter. You know, we haven't really saw that since since the rise of big men shooting threes in 2016. He started doing that, I believe, way before then. So I guess you can say he was the first one that could do that. So yeah, as far as accolades goes, I mean, it's not really that much. All NBA rookie team in 2011, first team actually, 4-time All-Star in 2015 through 2018, and a 2-time All-NBA, both in the second team of 15 and 16. So, yeah, it's not really that much, but I think we all know that a prime Boogie Cousins would by far be atop of this list. Now, the reason why I only have him at 2 is because of his injuries. Or I should say that main injury he had in 2018, I believe. And as soon as that injury came through, he just really fell off a cliff. And really wasn't that same player since then. I mean, even when he was on Golden State, when everybody thought that the league was that everybody thought it was over, he wasn't really that same DeMarcus Cousins that we all thought he was. And in some cases, we all thought he was not as I don't want to say as mortal as but I mean, yeah, he wasn't as just he was as just mortal as he wasn't as immortal as he was in his Sacramento Kings days, and just a few games ago during the Pelicans days, you know. So I think overall he was just really a good player, man. But that injury just really killed the rest of his potential as far as being the best center, and possibly one of the best centers, not in our generation, but I think if he and AD really would have stuck together, I mean, who knows, man? I mean, it's unfortunate, but maybe in a alternate universe, he becomes one of the best big men in the league, and probably even the most dominant center that we haven't seen since Shaq, really. But yeah, tell me what you guys think.